What if I told you that right now inside you there is untapped power that could change your life forever? A power so immense that if you unlocked just a fraction of it, you would never see yourself the same way again. But here's the hard truth. Most people never access it. They live small, convinced by their fears that they are not enough, not strong enough, not ready enough, not worthy enough. But listen, God did not create you to live a life of hesitation, regret, and self-doubt. You were designed for something greater, and today I'm here to tell you, it's time to step into it. The life you dream of is waiting for you, but the only way to reach it is to rise up, break free from fear, and unleash the power within you. Are you ready to finally see what's been inside you all along? Rise and shine, unlocking the greatness within. Written and published by Stoic Guardian. Introduction. There comes a moment in life when you feel something stir deep within you, a whisper in your soul telling you that you were made for more. It's the quiet yet powerful realization that you can't keep living small, settling for less than what you know is possible. Maybe you've ignored it for years, drowning it out with distractions, doubts, or the comfortable routine of playing it safe. But no matter how much you try to silence it, it keeps coming back, because it is the voice of your God-given purpose, urging you to step into the power He placed within you. For too long you may have believed the lies, the ones that tell you, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I don't have what it takes. These doubts become chains holding you back from the life you were meant to live. But here's the truth. You are already equipped with everything you need. The dreams in your heart, they aren't random. They were placed there for a reason. The gifts and talents you have, they were given to you to make an impact. This book is your wake-up call, your invitation to stop waiting, stop doubting, and start stepping boldly into your purpose. It's not about becoming someone different or chasing perfection. It's about awakening to who you already are and unlocking the greatness within you. Throughout these pages, we'll break through the fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. You'll learn how to silence the doubts that tell you you're not enough. Break free from fear and take action on your dreams. Develop unshakable confidence and step boldly into your calling. Live a life that aligns with your true purpose and God's plan for you. This journey won't always be easy. Growth rarely is, but it will be worth it. Every great transformation starts with a decision, the decision to stop shrinking, stop waiting for permission, and finally step into the person you were created to be. So here's my challenge to you. Will you rise? Will you let go of fear and embrace the power within you? Will you stop waiting for the perfect moment and start becoming the person you were meant to be? The time is now. Your moment is here. It's time to rise and shine. Chapter 1. Awakening to your inner power. There is a power inside you that you may not even realize exists. It has been there all along, waiting for you to discover it, embrace it, and use it to change your life. This power is not something that comes from the outside. It is already within you. It is the strength that God has placed in your heart, the potential that He has given you to rise above challenges and achieve greatness. But sometimes we forget it is there. We get caught up in the noise of life, the doubts in our mind, and the fears that whisper lies to us, telling us we are not enough. Today I want you to silence those lies and hear the truth. You are powerful beyond measure. Awakening to your inner power starts with believing in yourself. It begins with understanding that you were created for a purpose and that everything you need to fulfill that purpose is already inside you. You do not have to wait for someone else to give you permission to step into your calling. You do not have to wait for the perfect moment or for everything in your life to be just right. The time is now, and the power is already within you. All you have to do is trust it. Many people spend their lives looking for answers outside of themselves. They search for validation from others, they chase after achievements, and they hope that success will make them feel worthy. But true power does not come from these things. True power comes from knowing who you are and knowing whose you are. When you understand that God has created you with a unique purpose, when you realize that He has equipped you with gifts and talents that no one else has, you begin to see yourself differently. You begin to see the greatness within you. The journey of awakening your inner power is not always easy. There will be moments when fear tries to hold you back. There will be days when doubt makes you question whether you are capable of achieving your dreams. But remember this, fear is not a sign that you should stop. It is a sign that something extraordinary is waiting on the other side of it. Every great achievement begins with courage, and courage means taking action even when you feel afraid. To awaken your inner power, start by shifting your focus inward. Take time to reflect on who you are and what makes you unique. Think about the challenges you have overcome in your life and the strength it took to face them. That strength is proof of the power inside you. Think about the dreams and desires in your heart, the ones that excite you and scare you at the same time. Those dreams are not random, they are part of your call. As you begin this journey of self-discovery, remind yourself daily that God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed. Speak words of affirmation over yourself. I am strong, I am capable, I am ready. These words have power because they align with the truth of who you are. Awakening to your inner power means stepping into the person God created you to be without hesitation or fear. It means trusting Him fully and trusting yourself as well. The world needs what only you can offer, but first, you must believe in yourself enough to share it boldly. Chapter 2. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. There is a battle that takes place in your mind every day. It is the battle between the truth of who you are and the lies that try to hold you back. These lies often come in the form of limiting beliefs, thoughts that tell you what you cannot do, who you cannot be, or what you cannot achieve. They whisper things like, I am not good enough, I do not deserve success, or I will fail if I try. These beliefs are not the truth, but they can feel so real that they stop you from moving forward. Today, it is time to break free from them. Limiting beliefs are like chains around your potential. They keep you stuck in fear and doubt, unable to step into the greatness that is waiting for you. But here is the good news. You have the power to break those chains. You do not have to let those beliefs define you or control your life. You can choose to replace them with thoughts that empower you and move you closer to your purpose. The first step in breaking free is recognizing the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Pay attention to the thoughts that come up when you think about your dreams or goals. Do you hear yourself saying, I am not ready, or I do not have what it takes? These are signs of limiting beliefs. They often come from past experiences, failures, or even words others have spoken over you. But just because these thoughts exist does not mean they are true. Once you recognize these beliefs, challenge them. Ask yourself where they came from and whether they are based on facts or fear. Most of the time, limiting beliefs are rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. But fear is not meant to control your life, it is meant to be overcome. When you challenge these beliefs, remind yourself of the truth. You are capable, strong, and equipped with everything you need to succeed. Replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones is a powerful practice. Instead of saying, I cannot do this, say, I can learn how to do this. Instead of thinking, I will fail, remind yourself, every failure brings me closer to success. Speak words of encouragement over yourself every day until they become second nature. The more you focus on positive and empowering thoughts, the less power those limiting beliefs will have over you. Breaking free also requires action. Sometimes we get stuck in our minds, thinking about all the reasons why something might not work out. But action has a way of silencing doubt and building confidence. Take small steps toward your goals every day, even if they feel uncomfortable at first. Each step will remind you that you are capable and that those limiting beliefs were never true. Remember that God did not create you to live a small life, ruled by fear and doubt. He created you for greatness, and He has already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. When limiting beliefs try to hold you back, remind yourself of His promises. You are loved, chosen, and capable of achieving far more than you can imagine. Breaking free from limiting beliefs is not something that happens overnight. It is a process. But every time you choose truth over lies and courage over fear, you take another step toward freedom. You begin to see yourself as God sees you, strong, capable, and ready for greatness. The chains of limiting beliefs cannot hold you forever unless you let them. Today is the day to break free and step boldly into your potential. The world needs your light. Do not let anything dim it. Chapter 3. The courage to face fear. Fear is something we all experience. It shows up in different ways, sometimes as doubt, sometimes as hesitation, and sometimes as the overwhelming feeling that we are not ready or capable. Fear can feel like a wall standing between you and your dreams, blocking your path and making you question everything. But here is the truth: fear is not your enemy. It is simply a sign that you are stepping into something bigger than yourself. Facing fear is not about eliminating it. It is about finding the courage to move forward despite it. Courage does not mean you will never feel afraid. It means you choose to act even when fear tries to stop you. It means you trust that God has placed something inside you that is greater than any obstacle in front of you. Courage is what allows you to take the first step, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Fear often comes from imagining the worst-case scenario. You think about everything that could go wrong, every mistake you might make, and every way you could fail. But what if you shifted your focus? Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask yourself, "What if I succeed?" Instead of thinking about what could go wrong, think about what could go right. Fear loses its power when you focus on possibility instead of failure. The key to facing fear is understanding that it cannot stop you unless you let it. Fear is like a shadow. It looks big and intimidating, but it has no real substance. The moment you step into action, fear begins to shrink. Every time you choose courage over fear, you grow stronger and more confident. One of the most powerful ways to face fear is by remembering who walks with you. You are not alone in this journey. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and reminding you that He has already equipped you for what lies ahead. When fear whispers lies like, "You cannot do this," remind yourself of His truth. "I can do all things through Him who gives me strength." Lean on His promises when fear tries to overwhelm you. Taking action is another way to silence fear. Fear thrives in inactivity. It grows louder when we stand still and let it dominate our thoughts. But the moment we take a step forward, fear begins to lose its grip. Start small if you need to, but start. Even the smallest action can build momentum and show fear that it has no control over your life. It is also important to remember that fear often shows up when we are on the edge of something extraordinary. If your dreams do not scare you a little, they may not be big enough. Fear can be a sign that what lies ahead is worth pursuing, that it has the potential to change your life in incredible ways. Do not let fear convince you to turn back. Let it motivate you to keep moving forward. Facing fear takes practice, but every time you do it, you become braver and stronger. You learn that fear does not define who you are or what you are capable of achieving. You begin to see yourself as someone who can rise above challenges and step boldly into their calling. The courage to face fear does not come from pretending it does not exist. It comes from acknowledging it and choosing to move forward anyway. It comes from trusting that God's strength within you is greater than any fear outside of you. You were created for greatness, and greatness requires courage. Today is the day to stop letting fear hold you back. It is time to step forward with boldness and faith, knowing that every step brings you closer to the life God has called you to live. Fear may try to stop you, but it cannot win unless you let it. Choose courage today. Your dreams are worth it, and so are you. Chapter 4. Discovering your purpose. Purpose is the reason behind everything you do. It is what drives you, inspires you, and gives meaning to your life. Without purpose, life can feel empty, like you are just going through the motions without any real direction. But when you discover your purpose, everything changes. You wake up each day with a sense of clarity and excitement, knowing that your actions are aligned with something greater. Finding your purpose is not just about what you do. It is about who you are and how you want to impact the world. Discovering your purpose begins with self-reflection. You need to take the time to look within yourself and ask the important questions. What do I love? What am I passionate about? What makes me feel alive? These questions help you uncover the things that matter most to you. Your purpose is often connected to your values, your interests, and the things that bring you joy. It is not something you find outside of yourself. It is something you uncover by listening to your heart. Sometimes, discovering your purpose means stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things. You may not know exactly what your purpose is right away, but exploring different paths can help you find it. Take risks, follow your curiosity, and allow yourself to grow through new experiences. Each step brings you closer to understanding what truly fulfills you. Your purpose is also connected to how you want to contribute to the world. Ask yourself, what problem do I want to solve? What impact do I want to make? Your purpose often lies in the intersection of what you love, what you are good at, and what the world needs. Think about the ways in which your talents and passions can serve others. When your actions align with a deeper sense of contribution, your life takes on new meaning. It is important to remember that finding your purpose is a journey, not a destination. It evolves as you grow and learn more about yourself. There may be times when you feel uncertain or doubt whether you are on the right path. But that is part of the process. Trust that every experience, both good and bad, is shaping you and guiding you toward greater clarity. Discovering your purpose also requires patience and self-compassion. Do not rush the process or compare yourself to others who seem like they have it all figured out. Your journey is unique, and it unfolds in its own time. Be kind to yourself as you explore what matters most to you. When you live with purpose, life feels more fulfilling because everything starts to align. Your goals, decisions, and actions all flow from a place of authenticity. You begin to see how every step forward brings you closer to living a life that reflects who you truly are. Purpose gives direction not only to your dreams, but also to your everyday choices. It helps guide how you spend your time, who you surround yourself with, and what goals matter most. When life feels overwhelming or uncertain, reconnecting with your purpose can bring clarity and strength. The world needs people who live with intention and passion, people who know their purpose and use it to make a difference. Your unique gifts were given to you for a reason, and discovering how they fit into the bigger picture will change everything. Take this moment to reflect on what matters most in your life. Listen closely to what excites and inspires you. Your purpose is already within you. It is waiting for you to embrace it fully. Once you do, every step forward will feel meaningful because it will be guided by the truth of who you are meant to be. Chapter 5. Building unshakable confidence. Confidence is the foundation for achieving your dreams and living a life of purpose. It is what allows you to step into new opportunities, face challenges head-on, and express your true self without fear of judgment. But confidence does not always come naturally. Many people struggle with self-doubt, questioning whether they are good enough or capable enough to succeed. The good news is that confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you can build, strengthen, and grow over time. Building unshakable confidence starts with how you see yourself. The way you think about yourself directly impacts how you feel and act. If you constantly focus on your flaws or compare yourself to others, it will be hard to feel confident. Instead, shift your focus to your strengths. Think about the unique qualities that make you who you are. the talents, skills, and experiences that set you apart. Celebrate these strengths and remind yourself of them often. Confidence grows when you recognize and embrace what makes you special. Another important step in building confidence is letting go of the fear of failure. Many people hold back because they are afraid of making mistakes or being judged by others. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of the journey toward it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable and brings you closer to where you want to be. When you stop seeing failure as something to fear and start seeing it as an opportunity to learn, your confidence will grow. Taking action is also key to building confidence. Confidence does not come from thinking about what you want to do. It comes from doing it. Even small steps can make a big difference. Each time you take action toward your goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You begin to trust yourself more and feel stronger in your abilities. The more action you take, the less power fear and doubt will have over you. It is also important to surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. The people in your life can either build your confidence or tear it down. Choose relationships that encourage your growth and remind you of your worth. Avoid spending too much time with those who criticize or belittle you. They can make it harder for you to believe in yourself. Affirmations are another powerful tool for building confidence. The words you speak about yourself have a direct impact on how you feel. Start each day by speaking positive affirmations over yourself. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy. These simple statements can help shift your mindset and remind you of the truth about who you are. Confidence also comes from preparation. When you take the time to prepare for challenges or opportunities, you feel more equipped to handle them. Whether it is practicing a skill, studying a topic, or rehearsing a presentation, preparation gives you the tools and knowledge to succeed. And success builds confidence. Finally, remember that confidence is not about being perfect, it is about being authentic. You do not have to have everything figured out or be flawless to feel confident. True confidence comes from accepting yourself as you are and showing up fully in every situation. Building unshakable confidence takes time and effort, but it is worth it. When you believe in yourself, doors open that were once closed. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles, possibilities instead of limitations. Confidence empowers you to live boldly and pursue the life God has called you to live. Today is the day to start building your confidence, step by step. Trust that God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed, and let that truth be the foundation for unshakable belief in yourself. You are capable of greatness. Now go out and claim it. Chapter 6. Mastering your habits. Your habits shape your life in ways you may not even realize. The small actions you repeat every day have the power to either move you closer to your goals or hold you back from achieving them. Habits are the building blocks of success, and mastering them is essential if you want to unlock your full potential. The good news is that you have control over your habits. You can choose to create routines that empower you, strengthen you, and help you become the person God created you to be. The first step in mastering your habits is understanding their impact. Every habit, whether positive or negative, contributes to the direction of your life. Positive habits, like staying disciplined, practicing gratitude, or working toward a goal, build momentum and lead to growth. Negative habits like procrastination or self-doubt create barriers and keep you stuck. Take a moment to reflect on your current habits. Are they helping you move forward, or are they holding you back? Awareness is the key to making changes. Once you identify the habits that need improvement, focus on creating new ones that align with your goals and values. Start small. Big changes can feel overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire routine at once, pick one habit to work on. For example, if you want to start your day with more focus, commit to spending 5 minutes each morning in prayer or meditation. Small steps are easier to stick with and can lead to lasting change over time. Consistency is the secret to mastering habits. A habit becomes part of your life when you repeat it regularly. It is not about being perfect, it is about showing up every day and making an effort. Even if you miss a day or face setbacks, do not give up. Keep going and remind yourself why this habit matters to you. Another important aspect of mastering habits is creating an environment that supports them. Your surroundings play a big role in whether or not a habit sticks. If you want to eat healthier, keep nutritious foods within reach and remove temptations from your home. If you want to focus on personal growth, surround yourself with books, resources, and people who inspire you. Your environment should make it easier for you to succeed. Accountability can also help when building new habits. Share your goals with someone who will encourage and support you along the way. Having someone check in with you or celebrate your progress can motivate you to stay consistent. It is also important to remember that habits take time to develop. Research shows it can take weeks or even months for a new habit to become automatic. Be patient with yourself during this process and trust that every small step is bringing you closer to where you want to be. Mastering your habits is not just about achieving external success. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. When your daily actions align with your values and purpose, life feels more meaningful and fulfilling. You begin to see how small changes lead to big results over time. God has given each of us the ability to grow and improve through discipline and intentionality. By mastering your habits, you honor the gifts He has placed within you and take steps toward living the life He has called you to live. Today is the day to start building habits that empower you and move you closer to your dreams. Take one step at a time, stay consistent, and trust that every effort matters. The life you want begins with the choices you make daily. So choose wisely and move forward boldly. Chapter 7. Overcoming procrastination and taking action. Procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles standing between you and your goals. It is the habit of delaying what needs to be done, often because of fear, doubt, or a lack of motivation. We tell ourselves, "I will do it tomorrow," or "I will start when I feel ready." But tomorrow turns into weeks, and waiting for the perfect moment keeps us stuck. The truth is that procrastination steals your time and holds you back from living the life you were meant to live. If you want to unlock your potential, you must learn how to overcome procrastination and take action. The first step in overcoming procrastination is understanding why it happens. Often, we procrastinate because we feel overwhelmed by the task ahead. It seems too big, too difficult, or too uncertain, so we avoid it altogether. Other times, procrastination comes from fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, or even fear of success. It can also stem from perfectionism, where we delay starting because we feel like everything has to be perfect before we begin. Whatever the reason, procrastination is not about laziness. It is about resistance. To break free from procrastination, start by breaking tasks into smaller steps. When something feels overwhelming, it is easy to put it off. But when you divide it into manageable pieces, it becomes less intimidating. For example, if you have a big project to complete, focus on just one part of it today instead of trying to tackle everything at once. Small steps build momentum and make progress feel achievable. Another way to overcome procrastination is by setting clear priorities. When you know what matters most, it becomes easier to focus your time and energy on what is important. Write down your goals and decide which tasks will move you closer to them. Avoid getting distracted by things that do not align with your purpose. Taking action also requires letting go of perfectionism. Many people wait until they feel ready or until they think they can do something perfectly before they start. But perfection is an illusion. It does not exist. Waiting for perfection only delays progress. Instead, focus on doing your best with what you have right now. Remember that every step forward is better than One powerful strategy for overcoming procrastination is using deadlines. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help you stay focused on completing tasks in a timely manner. Even if no one else is setting deadlines for you, set them for yourself. Write them down and hold yourself accountable. It is also important to recognize that action builds confidence. The more you take action, the more capable and motivated you feel. Even if the first step feels difficult or uncomfortable, taking it will give you the courage to keep going. Action silences doubt and reminds you that progress is possible. Overcoming procrastination requires discipline and intentionality. You must choose to act even when you do not feel like it. Motivation often comes after action, not before it. So do not wait for inspiration to strike before starting. Remember that God has given you everything you need to succeed. He has already equipped you with strength, wisdom, and purpose. When procrastination tries to hold you back, remind yourself that He has called you to move forward boldly. Trust in His guidance and take the steps He is leading you toward. Procrastination may try to steal your time and dreams, but it does not have to win. You have the power to overcome it by taking small steps every day toward your goals. Start today, no matter how small the action may seem, and watch how momentum builds over time. The perfect moment will never come, because now is the perfect moment for action. Do not let fear or doubt stop you from moving forward toward the life God has planned for you. Take action today. The future you want begins with the choices you make right now. Chapter 8. The Art of Resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected twists. No matter how carefully you plan or how hard you work, there will be moments when things do not go as expected. These moments can feel discouraging and overwhelming, but they are also opportunities to grow stronger. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep moving forward even when the road gets tough. It is not about avoiding difficulties, it is about learning how to rise above them. Resilience begins with your mindset. The way you think about challenges has a powerful impact on how you respond to them. When something goes wrong, it is easy to feel defeated or give up. But resilient people see challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" Shifting your perspective helps you see setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. One of the keys to resilience is staying connected to your purpose. When you know why you are working towards something, it becomes easier to keep going even when things get hard. Your purpose gives you the strength to push through obstacles and stay focused on the bigger picture. Remind yourself of your goals and the reason behind them whenever you feel like giving up. Resilience also requires self-compassion. It is important to be kind to yourself during difficult times. You are not expected to have all the answers or handle everything perfectly. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, whether it is sadness, frustration, or disappointment, but do not let those emotions define you. Acknowledge them, process them, and then remind yourself that you have the strength to move forward. Another important aspect of resilience is adaptability. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and being able to adjust your approach is essential for overcoming challenges. If one path does not work out, look for another way forward. Flexibility allows you to find solutions and keep progressing even when circumstances change. Building a strong support system is also vital for resilience. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, believe in you, and remind you of your potential during tough times. Lean on friends, family, mentors, or your faith community when you need help or guidance. You do not have to face challenges alone. There is strength in connection. Resilience grows through action. Every time you face a challenge and choose not to give up, you become stronger. Each small victory builds confidence and reminds you that setbacks are temporary. Take things one step at a time and focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot. Faith plays a powerful role in resilience as well. Trusting in God's plan gives you hope even in the darkest moments. When life feels uncertain or overwhelming, lean into His promises and remember that He is with you every step of the way. He has already equipped you with everything you need to overcome the challenges in front of you. Resilience does not mean that life will always be easy. It means that no matter what happens, you will find a way to rise again. It means believing in your ability to grow through adversity and trusting that every setback is preparing you for something greater. The art of resilience lies in your ability to keep moving forward with faith and determination. No matter how many times life knocks you down, remember that you have the strength within you to get back up again. Challenges may test you, but they cannot break the spirit that God has placed inside of you. Today, choose resilience over defeat. Choose hope over despair. Trust that every challenge is shaping you into the person God created you to be, and know that no matter what comes your way, you are capable of rising above it all. Keep going. You are stronger than any obstacle in your path. Chapter 9. Living in alignment with your values. Your values are the foundation of who you are. They represent what matters most to you, guiding your decisions, shaping your actions, and influencing the way you live your life. When you live in alignment with your values, life feels more meaningful and fulfilling. You feel a sense of peace and purpose because your choices reflect the truth of who you are. But when your actions go against your values, it can lead to frustration, confusion, and a feeling of being disconnected from yourself. Living in alignment with your values is essential for unlocking your full potential and living a life of integrity. The first step to living in alignment with your values is identifying them. Take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What do you stand for? What principles guide your decisions? Your values might include things like honesty, kindness, faith, family, growth, or service to others. Write them down so you can see them clearly. Knowing your values is the foundation for aligning your life with them. Once you have identified your values, evaluate whether your current actions and decisions reflect them. Ask yourself if the way you spend your time, energy, and resources aligns with what matters most to you. For example, if family is one of your core values, are you prioritizing time with loved ones? If personal growth is important to you, are you investing in learning and self-improvement? This kind of reflection helps you identify areas where adjustments may be needed. Living in alignment with your values requires intentionality. It means making conscious choices that honor what is most important to you. Sometimes this will require saying no to things that do not align with your priorities. It may mean stepping away from situations or relationships that conflict with your values. These decisions can be difficult, but they are necessary for living authentically. Another key part of living in alignment with your values is setting boundaries. When you know what matters most to you, it becomes easier to protect those priorities from distractions or demands that pull you away from them. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about creating space for what truly matters in your life. Living according to your values also means being honest with yourself and others. Integrity is about staying true to who you are and what you believe in, even when it is not easy. It means standing firm in your convictions and making choices that reflect your character, rather than seeking approval from others. Sometimes living in alignment with your values will require courage. There may be moments when doing the right thing feels uncomfortable or unpopular, but staying true to yourself is always worth it. When you live authentically, you build trust with yourself and others, and you create a life that feels deeply fulfilling. Faith can play a powerful role in aligning your life with your values. God has given each of us a unique purpose and set of principles to guide us. When we seek His wisdom and follow His guidance, we find clarity about what truly matters. Trusting Him allows us to make decisions that honor both our values and His plan for our lives. Living in alignment with your values does not mean life will always be easy or perfect. It means living intentionally and authentically. It means choosing actions that reflect who you truly are, rather than being swayed by external pressures or expectations. As you move forward on this journey, take time regularly to check in with yourself and ensure that your actions align with your priorities. Life can get busy, but staying connected to what matters most will keep you grounded and focused on the path God has set before you. When you live in alignment with your values, every choice feels meaningful because it reflects the truth of who you are. You experience greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment because your life is rooted in authenticity and integrity. Today is an opportunity to realign yourself with what truly matters. Reflect on your values, make intentional choices, and trust that living authentically will lead you closer to the life God has called you to live. Stay true to yourself. You were created for a purpose, and living in alignment with that purpose will unlock the greatness within you. Chapter 10. The Power of Gratitude and Positivity. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for transforming your life. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, opening your heart to joy, peace, and contentment. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see the beauty in everyday moments and recognize the blessings that surround you. Positivity works hand in hand with gratitude, helping you approach life with hope and optimism, even in the face of challenges. Together, gratitude and positivity have the power to change how you see the world and how you experience it. Gratitude starts with awareness. Often we get so caught up in our routines and responsibilities that we forget to pause and appreciate the good things in our lives. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you are thankful for. It could be something big, like a loving family or a meaningful job, or something small, like a kind word from a friend or the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Gratitude does not require perfection in your life. It simply asks you to notice the blessings that are already there. When you practice gratitude consistently, it changes your perspective. Instead of focusing on what is missing or what is going wrong, you begin to focus on what is going right. This shift in mindset helps you feel more content and less stressed. Gratitude reminds you that even in difficult times, there is always something to be thankful for. Positivity is about choosing hope over despair and faith over fear. It does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means believing that better days are ahead and trusting that God is working all things together for good. Positivity gives you the strength to keep going when life feels overwhelming. It allows you to see opportunities instead of obstacles and solutions instead of problems. One way to cultivate positivity is by being intentional about your thoughts. Negative thoughts can creep in when we face difficulties or uncertainties, but we do not have to let them control us. When negative thoughts arise, challenge them with truth. Replace "I cannot do this" with "I can learn how to do this." Replace "everything is falling apart" with "this is an opportunity for growth." Your thoughts have power. Choose ones that uplift and encourage you. Surrounding yourself with positive influences also makes a difference. Spend time with people who inspire you, support you, and bring out the best in you. Avoid negativity as much as possible, whether it comes from toxic relationships, discouraging media, or self-critical thoughts. And focus on what builds your faith and confidence. Gratitude and positivity are not just about how you feel, they are about how you live. When you approach life with thankfulness and hope, it changes how you interact with others. You become more patient, kind, and understanding because your heart is full of appreciation rather than frustration. Faith plays a powerful role in cultivating gratitude and positivity. When we trust God's plan for our lives, we can find peace even when things do not go as expected. Gratitude reminds us that His blessings are always present, while positivity helps us hold on to His promises during tough times. Practicing gratitude can be as simple as keeping a journal, where you write down 3 things you are thankful for each day. This small habit helps train your mind to notice blessings regularly. Similarly, practicing positivity can involve speaking affirmations over yourself or meditating on uplifting scriptures that strengthen your faith. Gratitude and positivity are choices we make every day. They are not dependent on circumstances, but on perspective. No matter what challenges come your way, choosing thankfulness and hope will keep your heart grounded in peace. Today is an opportunity to embrace the power of gratitude and positivity. Reflect on the blessings in your life. Speak words of encouragement over your future is good. When you live with a thankful heart and a hopeful spirit, you unlock the ability to rise above difficulties and shine brightly in every situation. Gratitude opens the door to joy. Positivity lights the path forward. Together they create a life filled with purpose, peace, and possibility. One step at a time. Chapter 11. Creating a vision for your life. A vision is a picture of the future you want to create. It is a roadmap that guides your decisions, inspires your actions, and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. Without a vision, life can feel aimless, like you are wandering without direction. But when you have a clear vision, every step forward feels intentional and meaningful. Creating a vision for your life is one of the most powerful things you can do to unlock your potential and live with purpose. The first step in creating a vision is dreaming big. Allow yourself to imagine the life you truly want, the kind of life that excites you and fills you with hope. Do not limit yourself by fear or doubt. Instead, think about what could be possible if nothing were holding you back. What does your ideal future look like? What kind of person do you want to become? What impact do you want to make in the world? These questions help you start painting the picture of your vision. Your vision should reflect your values and passions. Think about what matters most to you and what brings you joy. A meaningful vision is one that aligns with who you are at your core. If family is important to you, include that in your vision. If helping others inspires you, make that part of your dream. Your vision should feel authentic and true to yourself. Once you have an idea of what your vision looks like, write it down. Putting your vision into words makes it real and gives you something tangible to refer back to. Be as specific as possible. Describe what your life will look like, how it will feel, and what steps will take you there. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success means to you personally. Is it financial stability? Is it making a difference in your community? Clarity is key. Creating a vision also involves setting goals that align with it. Break your vision down into smaller milestones that are achievable and measurable. These goals act as stepping stones that bring you closer to the future you want. For example, if your vision includes starting a business, set goals like researching ideas, creating a plan, or taking the first step toward launching it. Your vision should inspire action. It is not just about dreaming, it is about doing. Every decision you make should move you closer to the life you envision for yourself. When faced with choices, ask yourself whether they align with your vision or distract from it. Let your vision guide how you spend your time and energy. It is important to revisit your vision regularly. Life changes, and so do our dreams and priorities. Reflect on your vision often and adjust it as needed to stay aligned with where God is leading you. Keep it fresh in your mind so it continues to motivate and inspire you. Faith plays an important role in creating a vision for your life. Trust that God has placed dreams in your heart for a reason and that He will guide you toward fulfilling them. Pray for wisdom as you create your vision and seek His direction in every step forward. A strong vision helps you stay focused even when challenges arise. When life feels uncertain or overwhelming, reconnecting with your vision reminds you of where you are headed and why it matters. It gives you the strength to keep going when obstacles try to hold you back. Creating a vision for your life is not about chasing perfection. It is about living intentionally. It is about choosing a path that reflects who God created you to be and stepping boldly into the future He has planned for you. Today is the day to start dreaming big and creating a vision that inspires action. Imagine the life God has called you to live. Write it down, set goals, and take steps toward making it a reality. Your future begins with the choices you make today. So choose wisely, dream boldly, and trust that God will lead the way. Chapter 12. The role of faith in unlocking potential. Faith is the foundation of everything you are capable of achieving. It is the belief in something greater than yourself, the trust that God has a plan for your life. and the confidence that He has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Faith is not just about religion, it is about having a deep sense of trust and hope that carries you through life's challenges and propels you toward your dreams. When you lean into faith, you unlock a strength and potential within yourself that nothing else can provide. Faith begins with trust in God's promises, and trust in the gifts He has placed inside of you. Often we doubt ourselves because we focus on our limitations instead of His limitless power. We think, "I am not good enough," or "I do not have what it takes," forgetting that God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the call. When you trust Him, you realize that your potential is not based on your own strength, but on His. He works through you, empowering you to do things you never thought possible. Faith also gives you courage. Life is full of uncertainties, and stepping into your purpose often requires taking risks and facing fears. Without faith, fear can paralyze you and keep you from moving forward. But when you have faith, fear loses its grip. You begin to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to avoid. Faith reminds you that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you and giving you the strength to overcome anything that comes your way. One of the most powerful aspects of faith is its ability to give you hope. There will be times when life feels overwhelming or when your dreams seem out of reach. In those moments, faith becomes your anchor. It reminds you that no matter how difficult things may seem, God's plan for your life is good, and He is working all things together for your benefit. Hope fuels perseverance. It keeps you moving forward even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Faith also teaches patience. In a world that values instant results, it can be hard to wait for God's timing, but faith reminds us that His timing is always perfect. Sometimes the journey takes longer than we expect because He is preparing us for what lies ahead. Trusting in His timing allows us to let go of anxiety and embrace the process with peace. Another important role of faith is helping us see ourselves through God's eyes. We often underestimate our worth or focus on our flaws, but faith reminds us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not defined by your mistakes or shortcomings. You are defined by who God says you are: loved, chosen, and capable of greatness. Faith also encourages action. It is not enough to simply believe. You must take steps toward what God has called you to do. Faith without action is incomplete. When you act in faith, even if the path ahead feels unclear, God meets you where you are and opens doors that only He can open. Prayer plays a vital role in strengthening your faith and unlocking your potential. Through prayer, you connect with God on a deeper level, seeking His guidance, wisdom, and strength. Prayer aligns your heart with His will and helps you stay focused on the purpose He has for your life. Living a life of faith does not mean everything will always be easy or go according to plan. It means trusting God even when things do not make sense. It means believing in His promises even when circumstances seem impossible. Faith gives you the resilience to keep going because you know that He is in control. When you live with faith, you unlock a power within yourself that goes beyond human understanding. You begin to see doors open where there were once walls. You find strength in moments of weakness and peace in times of uncertainty. Today, choose to lean into faith as the foundation for unlocking your potential. Trust that God's plan for your life is greater than anything you could imagine on your own. Take steps forward with courage, knowing that He will guide every decision and provide everything you need along the way. Faith is not just something you have. It is something you live out every day through trust, hope, patience, and action. Let it be the force that drives you toward becoming all that God created you to be. Chapter 13. Shining your light on the world. You were created to make a difference. There is something unique inside you, your gifts, your talents, your experiences, that no one else can offer in the same way. The world needs your light, and it is time for you to let it shine boldly. Shining your light is not about seeking attention or validation. It is about living authentically, using your gifts to serve others, and stepping into the purpose God has called you to fulfill. When you embrace who you are and share it with the world, you inspire others to do the same. Shining your light begins with recognizing your worth. You are not here by accident. You were intentionally created with a purpose. God has placed something special inside you that is meant to bless others and bring glory to Him. Too often we hide our light because of fear or doubt. We think, what if I fail? Or what if I am not good enough? But hiding your light does not serve anyone. It only keeps you from becoming the person you were meant to be. To shine your light, you must first embrace your gifts. Take time to reflect on what makes you unique. What are your strengths? What are the things you love to do? What comes naturally to you? These gifts were given to you for a reason. They are part of your calling. Do not underestimate their value or compare them to others. Your gifts may be different from someone else's, but they are no less important. Shining your light also requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and sharing yourself with the world, even when it feels scary or uncertain. You might face criticism or rejection along the way, but do not let that stop you. Remember that your light was not meant for everyone, it was meant for those who need it most. Focus on serving them, rather than seeking approval from others. When you shine your light, you inspire others to do the same. Your authenticity gives them permission to embrace their own gifts and live boldly. You never know how your actions might impact someone else's life. Your kindness, creativity, or courage could be exactly what they need to see in that moment. Shining your light is also an act of service. It is about using what God has given you to uplift others and make the world a better place. Whether it is through encouraging words, acts of kindness, sharing knowledge, or creating something beautiful, every action matters. Your light has the power to bring hope, healing, and inspiration to those around you. Faith plays a central role in shining your light. Trust that God has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill His purpose for your life. Lean on Him for strength and guidance as you step forward boldly. When fear tries to hold you back, remind yourself of His promises. You are chosen. You are capable. You are ready. Let His truth be the foundation for everything you do. Shining your light does not mean being perfect. It means being authentic. It means showing up as yourself, flaws and all, and trusting that God will use every part of who you are for His glory. Do not wait until you feel ready or until everything in your life is perfect. The time to shine is now. Living boldly also means staying true to your values and purpose, even when faced with challenges or distractions. The world can sometimes feel overwhelming, but staying grounded in who you are and what matters most will keep your light shining brightly. Remember that shining your light is not just about big moments. It is about the small actions that add up over time. A kind word, a helping hand, a smile. These simple things can have a profound impact on someone's life. Today is the day to stop hiding and start shining. Embrace who God created you to be and trust that He will use your gifts in ways that go beyond anything you could imagine. The world needs what only you can offer: your voice, your ideas, your heart. Do not let fear or doubt dim the light within you. It was meant to shine brightly for all to see. Step into your calling with confidence and faith, knowing that God has already prepared the way for you.